As you might be aware, this channel is about inner empathy, applying objective, creative, and compassionate forms of empathy inwardly to yourself. And of course, the empathy of just observing with compassion. This is not being done sometimes in our world. And I would like to point out something that's going on. Let's let you listen to something that's going on in the United States that is not empathetic. And okay, let's have a listen here.
Immigration raids you heard them talking about. Governor Josh Stein is urging people to document encounters with Border Patrol agents. He warns that agents are targeting people of color and arresting them in churches and stores.
We've seen masked, heavily armed agents in paramilitary garb driving unmarked cars, targeting American citizens based on their skin color, racially profiling and picking up random people in parking lots. This is not making us safer. It's stoking fear and dividing our community.
Joining me now is Manuel Manolo Betancourt. He owns the popular Manolo's Bakery there in Charlotte. First, let me ask you, what happened, Manuel, at your bakery or outside your bakery?
This past Saturday, I was walking here on this avenue, and then these unmarked cars just approach. Just four guys jump out from the car and threw pedestrians down to the floor, and all of these people could be customers from my bakery. And then these cars start coming here to my parking lot as well.
We're seeing some of the video taken by a bystander who is showing, the agents running, people falling on the ground, them trying to nab and pick up people. What have you done with Manolo's Bakery? What have you decided to do with your business because of this?
It's the first time in 28 years that we closed the bakery. The only time that we had closed it was a few hours when the founder passed away in 2014. So I decided not to risk my customers, not to risk my employees, and not risk myself and my family. That could be myself, my wife, or my kids who were walking on the streets and they just turned down to the floor like what I saw. So it's too risky, and I don't want to carry on my shoulders the heaviness of maybe a kid to lose their father or their mother because they were on their way to the bakery to get a cake.
You're an American citizen, and you've been in this country for many years as an entrepreneur. Are you yourself doing something different because of these ICE raids? Are you afraid?
Yeah, I've been carrying my passport all this year. And nowhere in the Constitution says that as an American citizen I had to carry my passport to show that I'm an American citizen. But because the color of my skin, my race, my accent, and I feel that they are profiling me, and I don't want to go through all this process like we have seen and like what I saw, getting hit on the floor, and 10-20 minutes later, threw me to the street when they realized that they found out that I'm an American citizen.
I want you to respond to what we've been hearing from the Trump administration and the Border Patrol folks saying that this is all about following the rule of law and getting criminals off the streets. How do you see it?
If they already knew that there is like some criminals, why they didn't send the information to the CMPD and to the cops here? Saturday they picked 81 people from the street, and just like 7 of them had like some criminal issues. Why they didn't send the information to our local police enforcement? I think, and I feel this is more just like intimidation and trying to scare us, and a family separation is the biggest thing here. Our children losing their parents and their mothers.
Manuel Manolo Betancourt, I know that you're closing your business, you said, for the first time in 28 years. Thank you for taking the time this morning to speak with us, and we'll be checking back in with you to see how things are going in the days ahead. Appreciate your time.
Okay.
Well, as you can see, that was not very empathetic. And let's apply some of the principles of this channel to that situation. Oh, how would you approach it with creative empathy? Well, you would look at the different ways that something could be accomplished. For instance, not sending in military trained people who are about warfare and destroying and killing clear enemies of the country and defending the country, in to do police work. Doesn't make sense, does it? Objective empathy. Let's look at that. What could they have done differently? Well, they could have had police take care of it. The man said, so that if you had found anyone that was supposedly guilty, and many times they're dead wrong, it's been recorded, then report it to the police and let the criminality be dealt with in a more humane way. This video also shows absolutely no compassion. There is no compassion being done here. Empathy means that you share the feelings of the other person, or share your own feelings with yourself in a transcendent way, outside of your experience while having the experience. This was not happening here in this situation. Our country is better than that. Empathy is something that I think is incredibly important. And with that, I'm going to include.
Yes.
I'm going to include something that I find important. It's a song that I wrote. Well, I wrote the lyrics to it and put it to music. And it's first I'm going to give you the lyrics and let you, so you can ponder it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. In fact, I guess maybe I can share this. I don't know whether you can read that. That's a little bit small print there for this. I'll read it. freedom rising. Oh, what a world is this, a con man granted power. Billionaires who love him dear see a profit shower upon their dreams so full of greed. Oh, would-be farmers of our land who will us to be chicken, your efficiency feels no love for us, you only want to sicken. But kind hearts shouting with courage will be freed. Heroes rising from humble homes are shouting justice for our land. You hear us in every street, strong enough to rise and stand. Our Constitution shall not bow, for freedom is its seed. Theft by stealth will cower in this time where freedom flowers. Upon our heroes' graves you've built unfair trade and lofty towers, but these will topple into dust and end your evil creed. Now I'm going to play the song for you, and hope that you enjoy it.
Oh, what a world is this, a con man granted power. Billionaires who love him dear see a profit shower upon their dreams so full of greed. Oh, would-be farmers of our land who will us to be chicken, your efficiency feels no love for us, you only want to sicken. But kind hearts shouting with courage will be free. Heroes rising from humble homes are shouting justice for our land. You hear us in every street, strong enough to rise and stand. Our Constitution shall not bow, for freedom is its seed. Theft by stealth will cower in this time where freedom flowers. Upon our heroes' graves you built unfair trade and lofty towers, but these will topple into dust and end your evil creed.
Well, thanks for listening. If you would, please subscribe and share the video if you like it. And it's, consider making some comments. You can speak your mind, in the comments. Remember, everybody else is seeing your comments too. And so keep it polite. There's no need to harm people and hurt people unless they're trying to hurt you. And at that moment, once you get somebody helpless behind bars, you don't kill them. You don't torture them. You try to heal their mind. Trump is a very sick man, and he needs to be in therapy, you know? Definitely. He needs some help. He needs some empathy. But he should not be allowed to have power. He's got himself some allies out there that I think are not really thinking about the end result. And that they will regret one day. Our country's growing weak. Hate is pitiful. It's weak. It isn't even a good thing in martial arts. You don't go in with hate. You go in with determination. Even in the military, you don't go in with hate. You go in with strategy and some remorse for what you might have to do. You know? And you go in with strength. But you tailor what you're doing to the needs of the people and of yourself. Remember to think of yourself. You need empathy too. This channel talks about that, talks about 6 gateways, 7 actually. The last one was kind of hidden in there for me for a while. So, yeah, there are 7 gateways that can help us with things in very positive ways. There are 3 mindfulness types of practices that are useful, using focus and play and expression of feeling, and while observing in a compassionate way. And these are what give rise to the forms of empathy that I talk about. There's a whole lot to be discussed on this matter, and I don't want to bore you with more and more information in a short time. But be free to ask questions. I'll answer. I'm also trying to build a school of people who can be inner empathy coaches. You know, kind of a bulwark and a kind of step to help people to help themselves. And that's great, because if you need a therapist and you're already helping yourself, well, that's going to be a whole lot of a burden that the therapist doesn't need to use. But the channel isn't just about healing, it's about personal growth. It's about having the strengths that these gateways give you, because they're all an interplay between transcendence and immanence, between a perspective outside of a feeling and experience and one inside it that helps to heal your inner child and your inner infant but it also helps to grow you up into a better, more virtuous person, and that's what I mean by spirituality. I'm an objective mystic. I don't like to proclaim things that can't be tested or which have no foundation at all. And so with a school like this, and with you helping, you can contribute, buy me a cup of coffee, help me go, and help keep me going, because I need a little help here. And, help out with the channel if you can. Let's get empathy, a greater empathy for ourselves and for the world. It's something that is a work of heart. You can also check out the website, innerempathy.us, appropriate, right, for the moment, where empathy is being challenged very strongly in the U.S. of A. So, consider that if you would. And help learn this so we can make a school of inner coaching, inner empathy coaching. And I think that would be a great addition to the healthcare industry for people to learn to help themselves. I would say that these practices is about on a par of good exercise and a good diet. It's not the answer for everything, but it can help you a lot with stress, and it can help you cope, and it can even help with healing. And that's not to say you don't seek out therapy in case you have a serious problem or some difficulties. So, with that said, I did you adieu, and I hope that you've enjoyed some of the other videos. Hard to say that this one was something that one enjoys, but it's something that can help, and the feeling of help is a good feeling, and so that's enjoyable in a way, I suppose. So remember that you're not just in a world of wonder. You're part of it.